ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Namaste my dear friends, this is video number 9 on teachings of Lord Kapila. This video starts with as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Usme Bhava Buddhau Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Satita Dhuli Sadarsham Vichintaya. My dear Lord Krishna, son of Maharaj Ananda, I am your eternal servant, but somehow or other I have fallen into this ocean of nescience. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Shikshat ka 5. Because we are under illusion. Devhuti says, Sava Bhartaya Sansara Truh Kutharam in Bhagavad-Gita, chapter 15, stanza 1 to 4. Material existence is likened unto a banyan tree with its root upward and its branches below. The roots of this banyan tree are very strong, but they can be cut with an axe. Kutharam. By taking shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, we can cut the strong root of material existence. Because we have given up Krishna's service, we have become servants of so many things. We are obliged to serve our parents, wife, children, country, and so forth. We are indebted to many people and to the demigods who give heat and light. Although we are not paying the bill, we are taking advantage of the sunlight and the sun's heat. If we take advantage of electricity, we have to pay the bill, but we don't pay the sun bill. This means that we are actually indebted to the sun god. Vivaswan, similarly, the king of heaven, Indra, is supplying water in the form of rain. Rascals say that all this comes about by nature, but they do not know that nature is controlled. If we do not pay our debts by performing sacrifices, there will certainly be a scarcity. All of these things are coming from the Supreme Father, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But we are thinking that they are coming from nature and we are utilizing them without caring whether we pay the bill or not. It is alright to use our father's property, but at present moment we are not acting as our father's sons. We are Maya's sons. We do not care for our father. However, nature is nonetheless working under his direction. If we do not care for him, nature will reduce her supply, for nature will not allow demons to flourish, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, stanza number 19. Tan ahem avistaha kruran sansaresu naradhaman krismapi ajatsaram asubhan asurisva eva yonisu. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, are cast by me into the ocean of material existence into various demoniac species of life. Demons are always subject to be punished, and great demons like Ramana and Hiranyakashipu are personally punished by the Lord. Otherwise, ordinary demons are punished by the laws of material nature. Krishna does not need to come to punish the petty demons, but when there are great demons like Ramana, Hiranyakashipu, and Kansa, the Lord comes as Lord Ramachandra, Lord Narsimhadeva, or Sri Krishna to punish them. If we do not want to be punished, we have to follow the rules and regulations, Sadharma. Dharma means the laws given by God. Dharma tu saksad bhagavat panitam. The laws are given by Bhagwan and are written in books like Manu Samhita and other Vedic literatures. According to the law, we have to obey the government, and according to Dharma, we have to obey Krishna, God. We cannot manufacture our laws at home, and we cannot manufacture Dharma. If one tries, he is simply cheating the public. Such false dharmas are kicked out of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam. Dharma projihita. The real dharma is set forth by Sri Krishna when he says Sarva dharman pariyajata mam ekam saranam varja. All other dharmas are simply forms of cheating. We must accept the principles of Bhagavad Gita, which constitute the ABCs of Dharma. Actually, we only have to accept the principle of surrender unto Krishna. But this acceptance comes after many, many births. It is not very easy, for only after many births of struggle does one come to his real perfection and surrender unto Krishna. At this time, he understands perfectly that Vasudeva Krishna is everything. This is the greatest lesson of Bhagavad Gita. Everything is Krishna's energy, and whatever we see is but an exhibition of two types of energy. Everyone knows that the sun has two types of energy, heat and light. Similarly, Krishna has an external energy and an internal energy, and he also has a marginal energy, which is a mixture of the other two. The external energy is this material world, the internal energy is the spiritual world, and the marginal energy is the living entity. The living entity is marginal because he can remain in the material world or the spiritual world. Bhagavad Gita describes two types of living entities, Aks- Akshara and Aksara, those living in the material world and those in the spiritual world. Those who have fallen into the material world are attracted by the tree of samsara, the banyan tree of material existence described in Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter. It is essential that we disassociate ourselves from this tree by detachment. Cutting down this tree is very difficult, but it is possible with the weapon of detachment. There is a Bengali proverb that states, I will catch the fish, but I will not touch the water. That type of intelligence is required. In America, we see many old men on the beach who have retired from their business or to waste their time trying to catch fish. They are not very cautious and they touch the water. However, we have to live in this material world in such a way that we we do not do everything from Krishna but do not touch the water of material world. In this way, we will have no attachment to things of this material world. We may have many great temples, but we should not be attached to them. It is for Krishna's sake that we construct temples, but we must understand that the temples are Krishna's property. Our mission is to teach people that everything belongs to Krishna. Only a thief will occupy something belonging to another and claim it to be his. The Krishna consciousness movement preaches that everything belongs to Krishna and that everything should be utilized for Krishna's benefit. He is the beneficiary of everything, and it is to our benefit that we come to this knowledge. Isvasha, Isvavash, Isavasham idam sarvam. If one realizes that everything belongs to Krishna, one becomes the greatest Mahatma. Being a Mahatma does not mean that one wears a big beard and particular type of dress. No, this awareness must be there. Whatever we have should be offered to Krishna. If we have first class food, we should offer it to him. If we have nothing, we can offer him a leaf, a flower, a little water or fruit. This can be collected by anyone, anywhere, without having to pay money. As Sri Krishna states in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, sloka number 26. Patram puspam phalam toyam यो मे भक्तया प्रापच्यति तद अहम भक्ति उपाखर्तम अस्तामि पर्यतम मनः. If if one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, fruit or water, I will accept it. The point is that we should offer something to Krishna with devotion. It is not that Krishna is hungry and is asking for food. No, he is feeding everyone, supplying everyone with all the necessities. Eko bahunam yo vidadhati kaman. Katha Upanishad, chapter 2, part 2, stanza number 13. What then is he requesting? He is asking for bhakti, devotion, because he wants us to love him. We are suffering in this material world, entangled in the tree of material existence, moving from one branch to another, and because of this we are suffering. Krishna does not want us to suffer. Jumping like monkeys from branch to branch, we must come to Him and surrender to Him. When we come to this knowledge, we become perfect in knowledge. When we take shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna, we are no longer debtors to anyone. Na kin karo nayam hirani. Bhagavad, chapter 11, part 5, stanza number 41. Krishna assures us, Aham tavam sarva papebhyo mokshayami. I will give you all relief. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, stanza number 66. This is what we actually want. Therefore, Devhuti herein takes shelter of Kapilava and tells him, You are the ex capable of making me detached. When our detachment to the material world is severed, we become tree. Bhakti is the means by which we can develop this detachment. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the science of detachment. This verse was composed by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya when he understood that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was a great logician and he composed 100 verses to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wherein he tells the Lord Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga Shikshatham Ekah Purushaha Puranaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sharirādhari Karpamudhira Yastam Aham Prapadaye. Let me take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, who has descended in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach us real knowledge. His devotional service and detachment from whatever does not foster Krishna consciousness. He has descended because he is an ocean of transcendental mercy. Let me surrender unto his lotus feet. Chaitanya Madhya, chapter 6, stanza number 254. When a person advances in Bhakti Yoga, he will automatically become detached from material attractions. There are many American and European boys and girls in this Krishna consciousness movement who have been born in countries where they can enjoy a good deal of material affluence, but they consider this material happiness and affluence like garbage in the street. Because they are devotees of Vasudeva, they are no longer attached to these material things. This is the result of Bhakti Yoga, which enables one to be detached from material enjoyment. That detachment is the sign that one is advancing in Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti hi parsena bhuva viraktir anitra cha. That is the test of advancing in bhakti. If we are advanced, we are no longer attached to material enjoyment. It is not that we think ourselves great devotees and then go ahead and enjoy material things. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, stanza number 22. ये ही संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखा योनया एवाते आदि अन्त्यवन्तः कौन्तेया न तेषु रमते buddhaha. An intelligent person does not take part in the source of misery which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise man does not delight in them. When one sees something superior, he immediately rejects that which is inferior. Actually, we cannot bring all this about by our own endeavor. Therefore, we have to take shelter of Krishna and he will help. Since our only business is to take shelter of Krishna, Devhuti says, I am taking shelter of you so that you can cut my attachment to this material life. Why should you do this? Because I am your eternal servant. Bhakti Bhakti Vinoda Thakura says, Anadi karma phale padi bhavana nava jale taribare na dekhi upaya. If we are thrown into the ocean, there is a great struggle. Even if we may be very great swimmers, there is no peace in this material world, however expert we may be in dealing with it. There is nothing but struggle. We cannot live here peacefully. It is not possible. Even if we are non-violent and hurt no one, there will be trouble. However, if we somehow or other manage to reach the shore, we will find peace. There is peace even if we are an inch out of water. Tava pada pankaja sitata adhuli sadarsam vichintaya shiksataka. If somehow or other we become one of the particles of dust lotus feet, we will be liberated. We may be a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian for 50 or 60 years or at the most 100, but again we have to take birth and be something else. We are thinking in terms of these religious designations which are called asad dharma, meaning that they may change at any moment. But what is our real dharma? Real dharma is this Sada dharma, that which will not change. And this Sada dharma necessitates surrendering unto Krishna. This dharma will continue eternally. There are many proponents of Sadharma, but actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the best propounder because he knows the reality. It is therefore said of the Goswamis, Nana Shastra Vicharnayika Nipunna Sadharma Samast Pakau. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's direct disciples, the Goswamis, tried to establish establish Sadharma, and we are trying to follow in their footsteps by establishing real Dharma throughout the world with this Krishna consciousness movement. I conclude this video here. Next video number 10 will start with chapter 7, text 12. Lord Kapila begins to explain self-realization. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment and share the video and subscribe the channel. Namaskar my dear friends.